Okay, I was tricked. I really did not think this was its final arc. I mean, the signs were obvious, but for me, I really thought it at least had one last arc before it was ending. But I just recently, mind you, read that Fairy Tail is indeed in its last arc. The Alvarez arc is its last. After a very long ride and a very long while of haters continue to hating on it, it seems in the end Fairy Tail has to end. Did they drop really that many viewers, was um, or was or did Hiro Mashima plan this? I mean, people do insult him by saying that he never plans anything, so who knows? But yeah, it's a bittersweet moment for me. It's mostly because as much as the signs have been there that it could have been the final arc, part of me still feels like this is how it's going to end. It's unfulfilling. But it is Fairy Tail after all. And if there's anything I know about that, it's that there are some things that will never get answered. So what can we do expect? If it's say now it is in the final arc and in the middle, does that mean there's only a few chapters left, or perhaps just one whole year left? I mean, the one thing I actually, well, not the one thing, but if there was one thing I actually did want to see in Fairy Tail before it ended, that was the death of God Ankseram, because that person is the result of everything bad trauma that has happened in Fairy Tail. However, it seems in the end it will become just as I suspected. Ankseram will be an invisible villain, and even if Ankseram shows itself, I think it will get one-shotted in just 3 chapters, which people won't like, but I won't complain. So yeah, Fairy Tail is in its final arc and its middle one. So what will Hiro Mashima do after this? Well, I think he once said he was working on a new series, something that was a little bit more inspired by Final Fantasy or something. But we'll see. We'll see. I hope he still works, not only because I like his art, even if it is very similar art, but also because there needs to be an author that always gives hope in the darkest hours. And since his primary writing is usually always about that power feelings, it's also worth noting that he is one of few authors that actually has yet to suffer from writer's block or writer's exhaustion. He's just that good and strong in it. But that's a story for another day. Either way, when Fairy Tail, when I know how long it will be last on Fairy Tail ends, well, that will be my cue to tell it. So give me your thoughts if you have any.